right. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Hasn't it been since we have seen each other? It has been a long time since then. You remember when that was? Because it has been since about that long since we have seen each other. I thought I quit. You probably thought I said, screw it, we're done, we're over it, but we're not. I've been on maternity leave. Not maternity leave. What's the opposite? Paternity leave. I've been on paternity leave is what I've been on. The new, the toothless guy moved into our house over the winter at the end of the racing season. And it's been kind of awesome to just not do anything but hang out with him. I've obviously been working at my real jobs, but I haven't been, you know, doing what I should be doing, you know, to the, you know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is we're back now. I'm done. Macy's back to work. Everyone's back to work. And it's time to get that operational again. It's not operational now. It's just we have some things that need to be done. Like this right here. You see that upper A-arm and ball joint that has been bent for a long time? It's got to come out, which is what I was working on. But that ball joint's in there pretty good. So I've just decided to take a break. We're gonna talk about that and that here in just a minute. But I wanna show you something else. As everyone knows, we had some problems unloading and loading the race car last year. It's kind of a racket. And it's gonna be dark in here, just gonna warn you. Matter of fact, it's so dark in here that it's not gonna be worth the time to show you. Is a new winch. It's a little stronger winch. And it is a remote control winch. So, you know, I can not have to be up here winching the car in. But also, if you ever saw us at the racetrack, you know that Macy had to get in the race car to help load it. Well, obviously she's gonna be taking care of Beckett now. So she won't be as available to help load the race car. So we went out and got one of these. This is the Wheelman by Dasco. It runs off a Milwaukee battery. This piece right here goes onto the steering shaft. This little doohickey there goes into the window bars, and then you remote control steer the car onto the trailer. So that should alleviate some of our loading problems. Same note, I was supposed to get some metal put into the trailer because the car is wide, and I was gonna make a flare for the nose to come out of the trailer a little easier. I had a good friend, John, was going to do that for us. I just literally, I mean, I haven't had the availability to get that done. So I might try to get that done myself. But first, the G-Wagon needs to be ready to go. So what do we lack on the G-Wagon? Obviously, we got to get that taken care of. Got to change the oil, get new spark plugs. I got to do some work on this door. I trimmed it already, if you can tell. You can't. But I trimmed a little bit off of it and angled it up so that we're not digging this right front into the dirt anymore. Body-wise, I didn't do much because this side is fairly clean with the exception of this little dude. But that dude's been riding with me since like the beginning of last year, so I hate to tell him to leave. You know, he's basically paid rent. The other side's crinkled pretty good, but until we find some like speed and consistency, I'm not gonna spend money on cosmetics. It's just the way that it is. And this cell panel has obviously seen better days. She flops and does things, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried about cosmetics at all. We just got to get some other things going. You actually caught me right in the middle of playing the spring game too. I gotta finish this. I've got, I think, the springs that they wanted. The shocks got sent off and they got done right. They're not like out of the box shocks now. They are actually done correctly for this car. And with that change came a change in spring rates, and it is vastly different than what we're used to, what we do. I mean, it's totally different. So I don't know what the heck I don't know what that's going to be like. I would love to get a practice session in. Maybe we will have time for that. I hope we will. But as of right now, haven't had it together to go be able to do that. So working on that. This little fine piece of equipment right here, that is our new spring smasher. It is a step in the right direction for us. So we got that. And until I get the car set statically, this is kind of just got to sit here for a little bit. But once we get that initial setup on the car, the Spring Smasher is going to come into play afterwards, and you know, it's going to be able to help us to be able to like better communicate with our shop builder and work on fine tuning the rig so that you know, maybe we can find some handling in this beast this year. Plan is to be at the toilet bowl. The plan is to be at the toilet bowl. That is March, second weekend of March. We're running out of time. There's a practice this weekend. We can't make it. If there's a practice the weekend after, we're gonna try to make that one, but I'm not sure that there is. And then there's a practice the Thursday before, but I work. So it may be just like unload at the toilet bowl and cross your fingers kind of deal, which is fine with me. You know, if it's not right in hot laps, then I'm not gonna risk junking it and we'll load up. Also, if it's freezing cold for the toilet bowl, you can bet on two things. One, I won't be there. And two, this won't be there because we are a team. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Ow, ow. And there goes that tire. See that? Well, that was a train wreck. Yeah, so that's it as far as updates, as far as what we're doing. That's what I'm gonna be trying to get done this week. So don't expect like videos to start pumping out immediately. If you're here for the NASCAR content, that's coming back, as well as maybe some video game stuff. But honestly, I feel like I've reached as far as I can reach with that game. I would like to actually start playing it again, but Beckett's bedtime is the main interference with that, I would say. Right? Yeah. Sponsors. I've done a pretty good job of not dealing with that this year so far, which stinks. But they're not riding with us again this year, I don't believe. I think Ziggys Place is, and Renegade. So what the deal is we're doing, it's just $250 if you want to own the car as a business. And then, of course, we still have the Appreciate You program on the deck. But those names have to, oh, hold on, I'm trying to get up. Appreciate You program, these names have to go. The ones that are expired, Terry's expired, Cody's expired. A couple others are expired. So Appreciate You program is back on. $25 get your name on the car. Every additional $25 get you a star on the car. And at $5, you get a free t-shirt. So the Appreciate You program is back. If you want on the side of the car, it's $250. So if you want a massive sticker, it's gonna be more than $250, but we're gonna figure that out. There's a couple that have to go on the car. Affordable tire and exhaust. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but my buddy Gary, he's gonna go. I gotta get your decal on here because you helped us last year and I never did anything in return for that. And also Morgan's Salvage and Recycling. I'm not good with names, but they also have to go on the car as well because they helped us out last year and I haven't put their name on here either. And this year, they've helped us out this year. Sean still has to get his name up here, so we're gonna get Sean's name up there. Still haven't done that, but it's on my mind. I am working on that. That's it. So that's all. So that's the updates. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. That's who we are. And yeah, I guess you can start placing your bets as to what goes wrong first on this thing, but hopefully it's a really good year. I feel like last year was a good learning year, and now we're ready. But if this thing is not right in time to go racing, then we won't go. We will wait. I want to make sure everything is bolt checked and taken care of before this leaves the garage. Essentially what it should need is just a setup and that right front taken care of, but you never know. I want to go through the whole thing, make sure it's good. That's pretty much it. As always, I love each and every single one of you. I look forward to this season, look forward to seeing you at the racetrack, or just look forward to making videos for you again, because I've been terrible at that. It's pretty stupid because we got monetized and then we've kind of let that fall to the wayside, but I did get a monetization check in the other day, so I need to tighten up and get back on that because I didn't hate that check. That's it. We'll see you this season. Love each and every single one of you. I gotta go. Bye.